It is September 12th, 12:08 p.m. I'm doing the vlog first and then I'll do my podcast. The reason being it takes longer for the vlog to upload. I've already been to Walmart, already visited with my sweetheart Linda, and hopefully she is taking a nap. I admonished her to. She looks really bad, looks really tired, and is really growly. That she is the most precious thing that's ever happened to me in my life. What I'm going to do today on this is talk a little bit about self-defense. You can buy expensive firearms, you can buy cheap firearms. I'm going to show you some of each, all handguns. And once again, the rifle up there on the wall is actually a pellet gun, and it is junk. I bought it on a whim. I've shot pellets and BBs through it. It is so inaccurate you would not believe it. It's made by Crosman. It's the cheapest pump-up air rifle that Crosman makes. I think I paid like $40 for it, maybe 39 bucks. I'd have been better off buying a Daisy Red Ryder for plinking. My best friend Jerry has one, and it's hilarious. He has a sliding glass back door on his house, and he keeps that BB gun leaning against the wall, and he waits until he sees this big fat squirrel. Then he'll take and open the door and shoot the squirrel with it to chase it off, and the squirrel keeps coming back. Cheap guns. I'll start with the cheapest handgun in here. This is an antique. It's an Ivers Johnson. I bought this gun and another one for $100 for both of them at a pawn shop in Sulphur, Oklahoma that some friends of mine own. This gun does work. I had to rebuild it some, but it does work. And if you ever watch the movie Tombstone, where Doc Holliday's girlfriend, Big Nose Kate, they're in there and Doc stabs a guy with a knife after he puts his guns on the table. The other guy that he stabbed is played by Frank Stallone, Sylvester Stallone's younger brother. But anyway, the gun, she says, "You touch that gun and I'll burn you down." It was one just like this that she had, that she was pointing at him. I keep this in my drawer so that if by some chance I don't have a firearm on me when I come out here, I know there's a loaded one in the drawer, center drawer, and I keep ammo for it up here on top of the desk. Next gun I'm going to show you is a Smith & Wesson. It's an old Smith & Wesson. I've got to send this is my son Nick's. I've got to send this one to the gun shop to have some parts replaced. It does not shoot at present. It did. We're going to get it repaired probably Thursday or Friday. Take it in or Thursday or Wednesday, a week from this Wednesday, probably take it in. That way the boys have a paycheck to go pay for the repairs. I keep it in here so that it's out of the way. Now, my most expensive handgun I've got is this one. It was made by the Royal Arms Firearm Company in 1871 in London, England. There's only 50 of these guns in existence, and I've got one. I carry it. It's handmade. I still shoot. Okay, the ammo that the first gun I showed you is supposed to shoot is that, and this is a 38 special that I carry in the gun in my boot that I'll show you as the last handgun. That's the difference in the size of them. This is a 38-40 round that's called a 38 short. I have 6 of them in this gun. I call it Stubby. I've been using this gun since I was 11 years old. I won't say how I acquired it. Well, actually I will. My dad gave it to me, but I won't say where he came up with it. He acquired this gun before he married my stepmother, Lori, who I love with all my heart. And Michael Paul, I hope you're watching this, because I'm going to give you some advice on self-defense. Oklahoma is a concealed carry state. It's a constitutional right to bear arms state. You can carry it concealed, you can carry it on your person, you can carry it in your car, loaded, unloaded. That does not violate the law. Now, the gun I call Stubby that I just showed you will shoot these. It will shoot the 38 40s. It will shoot 38 shorts. It will shoot 357s. A few years ago, a good friend of mine named Michael Smotherman, he was a singer, songwriter, rock star. You can look him up. And I actually gave my friend Jerry a photograph of Mike while he was shooting up at one of Jerry's lodges, Lodge 1, with Jerry, myself, and a bunch of friends of ours. And Mike, I took this gun out and I started shooting stuff with it, and he said, "What are you shooting in that?" And I said, 38 plus piece. What? You're not scared that thing's going to blow up in your hands? I've been shooting this gun since I was 11, and I've shot some hot loads in it. It handles all of it. That is what it is. Now, incidentally, the Stubby is the most expensive gun I've got. I don't know what the true value of him is. The last one I showed you, I've been offered $15,000 for him, and I'm not parting with him. Why? Because my daddy gave me that gun when I was little, took it away from me, kept it for years, and gave it back to me. And I can't go see my daddy right now because of COVID-19, which is, I'm angry about that. I'm going to find a way to do it. But anyway, he gave me that gun, and he gave me another one. It was 4440 single action that I've still got. It's had a cylinder and a barrel put on it. I gave it to my son Nick. It's been chambered over to 357 Magnum. And that's what this is a 357 Magnum. This is a stainless steel Model 65 Smith & Wesson. This was my service revolver for most of my law enforcement career. Even when I went federal, I had this gun hid out on me. Why? You know, a lot of times they would issue you a firearm, like a 9mm Beretta or a Glock 40, whatever. I prefer a wheel gun for one simple reason. That's my lucky Mexican dime that is attached to the Elkhorn handles on this. Why a revolver? It's real simple. If a revolver misfires, you just pull up the next round and shoot it. Because in a gunfight, there is no coming in second. If you come in second in a gunfight, you're dead. Now, why am I doing that on today's vlog? I'll tell you why. It's real simple. These are perilous times, and they're going to get much worse. They actually are. I admonish everybody to be kind, and I try to be as kind as I can be to other people. I do. I try to do it like when I went to Walmart today. I asked a lady where the popcorn was, because I don't know where anything is. I know they don't, but it seems like every time I go there, they change stuff around. And maybe they do. I don't know, but it seems like they do. And this lady had a mask on. I had my mask on. I was in an electric cart I call go-kart. And she had a young girl standing on the end of on the outside, on the end of the shopping cart, the buggy she was pushing. She had a mask on. And I pulled up and I said, I hate to bother you, but do you have any idea where the popcorn is? And she looked at me, sure, it's in aisle 24. She pointed that way, halfway down. Well, I'd already drove through there, but you got to understand something. I wasn't paying attention, but I went and I found it, and I put buttered popcorn. I like extra buttered, but I wasn't buying it for me. I was buying it for my grandson, and he likes kettle corn, and they had one box of kettle corn left. One. I guess everybody likes it. And it wasn't even a regular box. It had mini bags. Instead of big bags, it was mini bags. I don't know what a mini bag is. We'll find out when we nuke him some popcorn later today. And later today, I've got to help Linda and Aurora build a chicken tractor for her silkies. Now, folks, there is a war coming. And there's a war on American soil coming. I hate to break it to you. It's already started. It's by radicals. There's a black guy that calls himself the Angry Prepper on YouTube. Go find him and look at him. I'm dead serious. Won't hurt you at all. He has a little bit of crude language. He uses the F-bomb a lot. But he has some very good points. He said, you're not seeing the KKK and the neo-Nazis and the skinheads show up, and the left-wing liberals are the ones that start all the violence. They're the ones that go into restaurants and grab your food and your drink and drink them and tell you got no business in there. They're the ones going to restaurants turning tables on. You notice that they're doing all this stuff on the left coast, where liberals are in charge of the cities. Well, that's pretty much the vlog for today. It really is. I'm sorry that it wasn't longer, but I wanted to show you some firearm choices. I also advocate self-defense. Defend yourself. I showed you my slingshot, showed you the pellet gun back there. Another thing that you can buy that is going to sound so stupid, buy you a good grade, a good can or mini cans of Hornet spray, because you can shoot 15 feet with that stuff and you can practice and get to where you're good. You hit a guy in the face with that, they're down. They can't breathe. It won't kill them, but they have to go to a hospital to get the antidote. You hit them in the eyes, they have to go to a hospital so they don't go blind. And if someone's wearing a cloth mask, you shoot that mask, they're going to be choking up and pulling that thing off. But on a home invasion, the best gun you can have in your home to defend yourself with is a shotgun. But also, if you just absolutely abhor firearms and don't believe you'd ever want to own one, that's your choice. But if you want to defend yourself, get some wasp spray, hornet spray. It works. Now, folks, that's it for today. God bless you. I love you. I'm Pawpaw. See that up there? And like I always say, and I mean it, be kind.